The final red Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio with carbon fiber racing seats is here. This is the last one we'll have on the channel, the end of an era, the end of this platform, as the new model will debut later on this year. So let's check this out. Let's talk about this spec. Let's appreciate everything this twin turbo V6 has to offer in the 2024 model year. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video where I'm here with an Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio in Alpha Red and with carbon fiber racing seats. Now, this is the last time we're gonna have something like this on the channel. I know I've been saying the last time with each Stelvio Quadrifoglio and Giulia Quadrifoglio, but that's it. I mean, I'm gonna get this spec on the channel and then we're not gonna see it again, as it will get sold and we will have to move on with the next generation Stelvios coming in the next couple of months. So on this Giorgio platform with this F-154 engine, variety derived, this is the last time we're gonna see something like this on the channel. Last time we're gonna hear something like this on the channel. Last time you're gonna appreciate this spec. And with the carbon fiber racing seats, we had to do it big for the 2024 model year and end it off in the right way. So with no further ado, let's check it out here at Alfa Romeo Central Florida. Now, big shout out to Alfa Romeo Central Florida for letting me take a spin around this Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Now, if you guys want this model or any other of the few Quadrifolios they have left, make sure you guys check the links down in the description for their website link. Their phone number's there as well. Give them a call, check out their inventory, and get one of these Quadrifolios before they're gone for good. Now, again, you guys know what's under this hood, but we have to talk about what makes it special, per usual, because again, it's few and far in between now that I'm getting these Quadrifolios as they are leaving us for good. And you're gonna hear me talk about this less and less. You're gonna hear me rev the engines less and less because we won't have these anymore, as they've been discontinued when it comes to this overall powertrain for the 2025 model year, which means the 2024s, which you see in front of us here, this is the last time you'll be able to get this engine. Now, with that said, we're gonna get a replacement and it will be gas, it will be hybrid, and we will have electric as well, but we're not exactly sure how Alfa Romeo plans to roll it out. We might get the regular gas and hybrid models for this year, and we might not get the Quadrifolios until 2026. Well, if that's the case, it might be fully electric for the Quadrifoglio variant, to where the 2 liters or the regular gas models or petrol models will be, you know, the Hurricane engine, and they will be hybrid on the Stella Large platform or STLA Large platform. So it's not this Giorgio 50-50 weight distribution. It's not the HBZF transmission. It's not the carbon fiber drive shaft. It's none of that that you see here today with this twin turbo Ferrari derived V6, as you guys will see. All right, and with that said, we're looking at 505 horses here in the United States, 443 pound-feet of torque. Now, with that, all-wheel drive Q4, because that's the power we're working with here. And we also have, with that said, a 0 to 60 time, well, at around 3.7 seconds. Now, your top speed, around 177 miles per hour. This thing is a beast. And with that said, again, we're just appreciating it. I say this all the time. We're appreciating it, as you might not hear me say this too many more times. I'm just saying, like, I don't have any more Quadrifolios in the lineup that I'm supposed to film. If I can find some, I will try to get them on the channel. But if not, well, again, take this as possibly your last time hearing this engine roar. Now, done in beautiful Alfa Red, gloss red. I mean, come on, Alfa Rosso, as we would say it in Italian, right? With that said, this looks beautiful. Classic Alfa Romeo spec when it comes to this. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the box. Alfa Romeo does red the best. When you think of Alfa Romeo, you think of red, and I could think of no better spec than what we have in front of us here today. Now, with that said, you guys are gonna see, for the 2024 model year, we got a couple of refreshes. Keep in mind that the Quadrifoglio has been discontinued. This is the last year, 2024, so you will not see a 2025 Quadrifoglio here in the United States. So when I say 2024, this is brand new, but again, this is it. This is the only Quadrifolios coming out in the 2024 model year. We're down to the last of them. Once you see them, they're gone. That's it. Nothing else coming for us. Now, with that said, let's talk about the styling aspects, because you guys can see we have the Scudetto and Chilobo done here, and a nice Alfa Romeo insignia right there with the dark midone front grille. And you guys will also see that we do have the 3+3 LED headlights, new for 2024 with the black housing, looking gorgeous. Now we will see that illuminated very shortly with the beautiful front fascia, all right, mesh grille on the side, functional as you guys will see all throughout to help us get some breathing in this thing, but we also have our sensors and everything integrated in. And then the hood nostrils, as you guys know, we have a breathing dragon under there, the twin turbo V6. So we have some extraction when it comes to that honeycomb grille to let that breathe. And we will see that in just a moment. But with that said, yeah, this is one of those things to where I'm gonna miss it. I say it every time, and it never fails to kind of make me do this reflecting. Every time I see it, it's like, man, we've spent some good times together in these quadrifolios. It's gonna be sad to see them go. So again, I'm trying to bring some sort of awareness and some sort of sense of urgency to where if you guys want a quadrifolio and you want one new, this is it. I can't say that enough. Look at this thing and tell me you don't want to take this home. Now this side profile screams sporty. It screams aggression. The lines, the haunches, everything here. 20-inch dark 5-hole wheels for the shoes, as you guys will see, with the black calipers, red script, monochrome center cap, and then the drilled Brembo brakes with the Pirelli P0 tires, of course, to wrap it all together. This is just a great look with Alfa Rosso all along the wheel wells, all right? And then obviously the quadrifolio badge. This only goes to the best performers from Alfa Romeo, as you guys know, and is looking nice and classic here on the front fender per usual. Black mirror cap. This is a volcano black mirror cap, all right? So you guys will see the sparkle and flake because the Florida Sun is a paid actor. Now you will also see the side skirt insert there done in the plastic cladding, but that will help protect that Alfa Rosso paint. You guys will also see gloss black moldings around the window moldings and the B-pillar there as well, with the rear haunches looking really good when it comes to the stance of this whole thing. And you'll definitely see it in the rear once we take a look there. Now from that angle, it's gonna be crazy. Now with that said, gloss black when it comes to the roof rails, and you will also see the glass roof because we have a panoramic roof with a black shark fin antenna. Now with that said, you guys will also see the rear spoiler is done in Alfa Rosso with the gloss black side blades there as well. You tie this all together, it's just simple, clean, and just extravagant Alfa Romeo. This is the looker right here. This is the Alfa Romeo that drives by you and you fall in love. This screams passion. This is Alfa Romeo. Now, of course, the rear, as I mentioned, just gives a sort of just brawniness and strongness to it, right? You guys see it, especially looking at it. Actually, let me go this way with the sun's hitting it. Look at that angle. Tell me that doesn't look like it's ready to attack, like it's ready to pounce. And we're talking about an SUV here. One of the most beautiful and aggressive looking SUVs, but also one of the most sexy and curvaceous SUVs is in front of us today. And again, that red paint it makes us feel it. Now with that said, Alfa Romeo insignia front and center when it comes to the design language here. You guys will also see the third brake light integrated in the spoiler right there as well. Then we have the clear LED tails that was brought back for 2024, as you guys will see. We will have those illuminated very shortly. And then the Stelvio badge, letting you know what we're working with here today. But the Q4 badge lets you know we have that intelligent all-wheel drive system. Now coming to the fun part, the quad exhaust tips. You already heard what those sounded like, and they are done in chrome with the plastic cladding for the rear diffuser, plastic around the exhaust tips through the insert of the rear bumper, and we do have a functional diamond pattern grille there as well. We also have a functional mesh grille over here on the side for extra breathing and cooling when it comes to around this exhaust, and the red reflectors there as well. Take a step back, soak it all in. What do you guys think about the rear profile of this Stelvio Quadrifoglio? Now we know all about what's in here, but I gotta show you guys the practicality of the Stelvio Quadrifoglio because you can also get the muscle with the practicality, right? It's actually functional back here with a 40-20-40 split when it comes to those rear folding seats. Sunshade here as well, all that good stuff. Fold these down, 55 cubic feet of space. You guys can see we have a 12-volt DC right here, all right? LED lighting as well with our seat folds, and then we have our battery stowed, not our battery, sorry, fuse box stowed away on the side here. We'll get to our battery in just a moment. Now with that said, extra pocket right there as well, and then this false floor will reveal where our battery is, but we do have also compartments here for extra storage, tire inflate kit and tools, and then there is our battery. Good for a 50-50 weight distribution, right? That's how this performs the way it does. And again, you don't have to sacrifice the practicality to have the performance when it comes to the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Now, when it comes to fuel economy, you're looking at 19, 17, 23. So that means 19 combined city and highway, 17 for the city, 23 for the highway, and of course, premium fuel goes inside of this twin turbo V6 beast. Now, of course, I want to show off the beautiful flashers with the switchback LED turn signals between bright white and amber. And you guys will also see that black housing with the LED headlamp and the amber reflector right there on the side as well, looking gorgeous. Now you will also see in the mirror cap the amber turn signal there, and then the LED tails in the rear with the reflector right there on the side, looking awesome against this red. What do you guys think when it comes to illumination, as always, with the Stelvio Quadrifoglio? Now please join me for the interior look at this beautiful Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, because we talked about that option we ticked, and that's those carbon fiber Sparco racing seats. Please lay your eyes on perfection. Alcantara inserts, green and white stitching, the embossed leather when it comes to the Alfa Romeo insignia, and leather all throughout the sides with the backing done in carbon. These are just gorgeous, and these really fit the moniker of what the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio is all about. Now, with that said, we'll get into those in just a moment. Cloverleaf on the side still here, let you know we got something special, and the dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal done in aluminum. Door paneling will let you know some of our trim going on here. So we do have the gray stitching, black and leather uppers, or Nero, and then you also see the 3D carbon fiber wicker basket. All right, right here as well on the door paneling here as well, with the Harman Kardon sound system too. And you have the soft touches right here on the armrest with the stitching. And then you have your mirror controls, window controls, and your trunk release there as well. Let's hop inside of this thing. And wow, let's talk about it. Now that we're inside, I'm gonna have to rob you of something really quick, and you guys are gonna be too happy with me, but we do have a battery that needs to be charged on this thing. And with that said, we're gonna start it up, put on the brake, red start stop. Beautiful. Everything starts perfectly, right? We don't have the screen here. All right, so I know, I'm sorry. So a couple of things aren't gonna work with the battery, light flashing, as you guys will see it down there, because the car's been in the dealership, hasn't been charged up, so just needs to be charged, put on a tender, and we're good. But I didn't realize that until we brought it out. So here we are. So you guys know this in-house system is Alfa Romeo's in-house system. They've had it since 2020 when it comes to the infotainment. Check any other Alfa Romeo video, you will see what this looks like. It's pretty standard when it comes to Alfa Romeo. So again, you've seen it for the past 5 years. So you're not missing out there. Everything else you guys will be able to see. I won't be able to put back the roof because that needs that power. And yeah, so no sunshade going back, but you can see the panel roof. I can also not put on the high beams. So if I have the regular lights on here, as you can see, high beams will not come on. So that's another thing. But other than that, hopefully everything else works out for you guys. Now let's talk about what we're in, because flat bottom steering wheel, leather wrapped, Alcantara inserts, carbon fiber and aluminum right down the center with the Quadrifoglio cloverleaf, looking gorgeous. Red start stop button, driver assistance with that hill descent down there as well. And then on this side, you also have your radio controls and your menu controls here for your digital instrumentation here, which is new for the 2025 or 2024 model year. Sorry about that. So I can highlight that, as you guys can see, and I can scroll up and down to change the information in the middle. Now I can also do a couple of things when it comes to my different views, but I have 3 different layouts right here when it comes to this model. Now, keep in mind, this is a Quadrifoglio, so you also get the Quadrifoglio cloverleaf here, but in race mode, you also get a specific screen, which I will show you in just a moment. So for the Quadrifoglio, you get 4 different screens when it comes to that whole setup. We do have the aluminum power shifters, column mounted. You always know where they are, and they are huge. All right, now with that said, behind that, you do have your lane keep assist with driver assistance and your high beam controls, as I was showing you guys, with the windshield washer nozzles on this side. And this is a telescopic steering wheel, so I can actually pull this down, and then I can adjust it however I want to and lock it into place. Now we have on the left-hand side our turbine vents, as you guys will see, with our parking sensors here and our start stop right there. And then we have our low beam controls when it comes to our lighting here as well. extra storage pocket for insurance, registration, just in case you do some spirited driving in this thing. And then the leather dash with the gray stitching as well. And then you have the leather right underneath with that carbon fiber, 3D carbon fiber throughout the dash insert, looking cool with the glove box here as well. All right, now with that said, the seats, as you guys can see, one more time, looking beautiful. And then you guys will also see dual zone climate control here. You do have your dual zone here, but you don't have your heated seats, because in these seats, these carbon fiber racing seats, yeah, you can't do heated seats in here. That's just how it is. Now you will also see USB 2.0 and 12 volt there as well with, let me move this here, the beautiful carbon fiber insert on the door, wrapped around the leather here with the stitching there as well, looking cool. All right, put that Celsius back. Celsius sponsor me. 2-track system when it comes to our gear selector here, so you guys will see you can do your manual shifting here. Almost went that way, I'm not sure why. And then we have the leather wrap with the stitching there as well. And then yeah, put it in reverse. You can't see the reverse. Oh, you can see the reverse camera, that shows up. So there you go. So we got that there. I didn't think it would show up since the screen wasn't on. So then press P for park, and we're good. Now we have our key fob holder, which I'm using right there, and then electric parking brake. And then we have our radio controls and our nice Italian flag there, which this is our hotkeys here. This is for your analog dial to go through that infotainment screen. So you don't want to do the touch screen, you can do that here, home and settings with that as well. We'll get to that in just a moment with our wireless charging pad. And then we also have our nice armrest with the white and green stitching. Open that up, USB-C plug-in, aux and USB-C with the key fob transmitter, just in case your key fob battery dies. You can still go through your car and not charge it, start it up. Now with that said, we do have, that was pretty crazy. We do have the DNA selector, drive mode selector. So advanced efficiency is everyday driving, you know, more like on a cruise control or highway or something like that, to where, you know, you're doing moderate acceleration and braking. Now this is for your normal, you know, city driving, where you are doing a lot more braking and accelerating and bumper to bumper traffic. Dynamic, yeah, those dampers soften up. Then that's when we get a little crazy. All right, the exhaust kind of opens up and gives us some flavor and some more throttle response. And, you know, we're ready to go. But we still have all of our safety features with us. So we're not going balls to the wall. But if we want to go balls to the wall, we hold 3 seconds this way. Race mode comes on. And now you see the new screen here with the tech right there front and center. RPMs. This is how you know you're going crazy, because you got to know when to shift. You got to know when you're about to hit red line, right? And your traction is off here. Your driver assistance is off. You are on your own. This is where you really want to get squirrely and sideways. That's race mode for you, all right? So all that stuff you guys are used to, but always got to explain that, because, again, it's just very unique to these Quadrifoglio models. Now, with that said, we do have our rearview mirror there, and we do have up top our controls for our sunshade, for our sunroof, dome light, floodlights, everything like that there as well. And then our home link for our garage door is in our visor with the mirror and lights here. The light's not coming on because of the battery. So with that said, sorry I didn't get the battery charged for you guys. That's on me. But for the most part, this is all the goodness you guys know and love for the Quadrifoglio models, but with the beautiful seats that I am sitting in very comfortably. And yeah, these feel good. Gosh, I need me one. I need one right now. Now join me in the rear of the Stelvio, because the best part about having that carbon fiber racing seat option ticked is that your backseat passengers get to enjoy them as well. I mean, check that out. Their view of the carbon backing here is just insane. How gorgeous do those seats look? That is incredible. Same lovely materials in the rear as well when it comes to the Alcantara inserts, when it comes to the green and white stitching and the leather all throughout. The seats look just as good back here as up front. And once you hop in, don't worry about knee wiggle room, because you have plenty of room when it comes to that. You will also see straight through, which is a cool view of the steering wheel there. All right, so if your passenger or your driver leaves you in the passenger seat, well, you have a good view to stare at straight through. Now, with that said, you guys will also see that we do have our HVAC vents here. All right, turbine vents in the rear as well. A USB-C and USB 2.0 plug-in, so you get both just in case you have different plug-ins. You'll also see that we do also have an armrest here as well with cup holders. And then once that panel roof is open, you guys will get all the natural lighting from up top there as well in the rear. Door paneling is the same as well with the leather uppers. the white stitching, and then you will also see, no, hold on, gray stitching, sorry about that, gray stitching. And then you will also see the 3D carbon fiber trim all throughout over the bezel here as well, with the aluminum door handle, soft touches on the armrest, stitching there as well, speaker grill, and we do have our clover leaf on the side still as well. All right, so you know you're in something special when you hop in the rear of this Stelvio Quad. Now let's break down the sticker of this Stelvio Quadrifoglio all-wheel drive for the 2024 model year, because we start life at $87,370. Now after our additional equipment and our $1,595 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $95,160 with our basic 4 years, 50,000 mile warranty and a powertrain at 4 years, 50. Now, how do we get there? Well, we do have that Alfa Rosso paint, $500 for that, and then the Sparco leather and Alcantara racing seats, $3,500 for that. Now, 100%, if you were to ask me one option in the interior that's worth it, this is it. These seats are so cool. So regardless, you got to get these. All right. So with that said, the Active Assist Plus package, $700 for our driver assistance, as you guys will see there. And then our dual pane sunroof, $1,495 for that. That's it. All right, we only have a few options on this thing, but they are some of the best. Now, with that said, you will also see everything that comes standard on the Stelvio Quadrifoglio at that $87,370 price tag, and it comes pretty loaded up. It's a Quadrifoglio. It's one of the best you can get in the game, so it's gonna give you all the great stuff standard. You guys just kind of add some options to make it yours, and you know, the cherry on top basically. But make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, do whatever you need to do to see all of this here and see everything it comes with for the 2024 model year, and see if this is one of the last Stelvios you can get your hands on. So at just over $95,000, is that a small price to pay for the final red Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio we're gonna have here on the channel, done with the carbon fiber racing seats? Is this your spec, classic Alfa? Drop those comments down below. If you guys were to get one, would you get it in this spec? I want to know. Now, with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, always give it a big thumbs up. But make sure you guys check the links in the description for Alfa Romeo Central Florida's website link and their phone numbers so you guys can get these cars. If you want to help further support the channel, I appreciate the extra love. And you guys can always subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of these new videos coming out. And with that said, we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.